are kind of dead. Like cartoons and stuff are really getting somewhere, but a movie you know, comics themselves are actually kind of dead.
You know,
People just keep writing stupid of them.
I know. They can't help themselves though. So yes, we're back. Sorry about that. So that elevator's the way to go.
Alright. Alright.
That elevator's going to lead to one of the first big boss fights in the game. And by big, I mean the boss is big.
Oh, fine. Man, playing this game is just giving me PTSD of that game.
Yeah.
Oh, that.
I mean, at least this game is telling its own story. And telling it semi-well. Ultimate Alliance 2 decided to do Civil War.
In a matter of moments, the Winter Soldier
I mean, that's not as bad
your
as
support for this gun.
the.
Then we shall fire it into
Oh god, I forgot what it was called.
Don't you understand? You can't defeat the masters of evil. We're just too powerful. Abandon ship while you
No, I
still
can't remember what
can.
it was called.
He has
But
a plan that will give us all
the
enough power to live like kings or
the
an
Sentinels,
eternity.
which I can't remember
Quiet, Shan.
what
You've
oh
already said too much.
Ah, it does not matter. They will not
Master
no
Mold.
tell anyone.
no Master Mold.
Why
It
don't
was
we make sure of that?
no, I really can't remember. My X-Men knowledge is so bad. I don't know. Thought I knew it, but apparently can't remember what it was called.
Okay, so whenever Radioactive Man goes purple like that, you can't actually hurt him. I just remembered.
You know what? I should do it for Radioactive Man, shouldn't I?
Yeah.
Chen Lu, aka Radioactive Man, was a Chinese nuclear physicist working for the Communist Party, the People's Republic of China. He was exposed to high levels of radiation and mutated to a superhuman form with the ability to control and emit deadly forms of radiation. Now a Chinese superhero, his nationality led into conflict with many Americans. He was a founding member of the Masters of Evil who were created to destroy the Avengers. He later joined the People's Defense Force, charged with protecting his homeland.
Okay. So he's a hero now. Like the Thunderbolts.
But oh god, he first appeared in 1963.
Ooh. That probably wasn't a very tasteful interpretation of the character, no, sir. Up, here we go.
There's no time to waste. The masters of evil have unleashed some huge creature that's attacking our
Time to fight someone that probably really shouldn't be a first level boss.
Uh,
The fact that we beat this guy so easily gives you overconfidence in your ability, really. Because, honestly, if we're talking in terms of sheer threat level, this guy should be one of the last people you fight. Or at least before Arcade.
Years before
I mean, after Arcade. Sorry, I got my words confused. Also, Arcade is an interesting choice of villain for this game.
I mean, it is mostly X, so
Yeah, true.
I just wish we could have been
it's just there's a few characters that for some reason kind of don't really fit with that art style that we put in anyway. Oh,
Yeah, true. Yeah, but actually tell you exactly why. I mentioned this earlier, but I played every character on the roster. I can tell you why I played every character on the roster. I did all their side missions, their origin story discs.
oh, yeah, I think I've done.
Let me tell you, it was a slog and a half.
That was where I first found out about the Crimson Dynamo and how cool it is.
Oh yeah.
Apparently, Radioactive Man was in the Thunderbolts at one point.
Wow!
Oh, twice.
Thunderbolts just have so many interesting members. Like Norman Osborn.
Through the powers of his radiation emissions, Radioactive Man can lure people into a state of suggestibility. These waves are potent enough to compel even the Prince of Thunder himself, the mighty Thor.
Why does radiation give him hypnotism powers?
I don't know. Nigh invulnerability, the same venue that Chet can redistribute activity in order to bolster physical sinew, he can use it to greatly magnify his resilience enough to resist greater blunt force trauma, making him bulletproof, slash-proof, LARP-proof, even making him immune to the high concussive force of his own nuclear blast.
Huh. Weird.
He can negate phasing. And he can detonate with the force of a nuclear bomb.
Oh yeah.
Hit hard enough.
Mm-hmm. Hello, Fin Fang Foom.
He can create force field, create a massive doppelganger of himself, and he can create tentacles out of radioactive energies. Oh, he can also emit levels of hard radiation from his body towards others, which can cause disorientation and nausea. Can even give people radiation poisoning with it.
Fin Fang Foom is interestingly modeled here.
Yeah, anything like him, Phantom.
I mean, he's not wearing the pants, so there's that.
Hmm. Now he's a noob.
All I know is, he has fired 5 fireballs, and I have only gotten hit by the one that didn't actually come near me.
Oh, this looks so much worse when it's, you know, higher quality.
Yeah.
It's just so obvious how bad it looks.
Alright.